for nothing. It been 10 seconds.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
He like to do that running, though.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Darnold.
Oh, my God. He throwing straight to my niggas. He throwing straight to him. Pick six. What he doing? What he doing? What he doing?
Go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's
yeah, the other jab.
Find someone to block them legally.
It's about to be ugly, bro. What? It's 14 nothing, bro. And 30 seconds ain't passed yet, man.
Score 14-0.
He said, "Get out your pussy ass feelings."
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He said, "Blue ain't coming to your division."
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I'm surprised he came out throwing, though.
They get ready to head back out here.
He said, "You gotta beat it." He said, "I'm out of here."
Now a handoff working right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29.
Damn, bro! I just seen my nigga Mayonnaise get pancaked. Hold the fuck on. You see that shit?
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes
he got fucking pancaked, bro. I'm like, what?
Which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency.
There you go, Mayonnaise. Showing what's up, Mayonnaise.
A big pickup.
Showing what's good, Mayonnaise.
Third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And now
how's Mayonnaise game, bro?
We're going to get a break and a timeout.
Bro, he a big ass mayonnaise sandwich, bro. Wonder Bread.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Bro, he a mayonnaise sandwich.
This is taken at the 15. It takes a touchdown saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
He said he got his big ass knobs on his end
just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Yeah. He got some little steering wheels on this shit, don't he, huh?
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
Oh my God! Did you see that cutback, Vito? Oh my God, Vito! Did you see that cut up the middle, Vito?
Touchdown number 2 here. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Bruh, that cutback though, bruh, like, oh my God, bruh, that cutback was vicious.
Been there. I agree with you on that one because Those types of plays,
Bruh,
when they result
that
like
comeback was
almost
vicious,
like bolts of
bruh.
lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the
It's gonna be
uprights.
slow for him, bruh.
The score 21-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Hey, man, I seen this run play that I'm about to take from Twan. That shit was nasty.
Points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not.
Ooh, sack.
He's brought down.
Chubby.
Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week.
Chubby.
Sack. What's going on in his
Who we
mind?
got back there? That looked like Matt
Ryan.
Ryan.
Himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as
He
many
was like, change his tone.
Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Got his man complete over the middle.
Oh, I missed that tackle.
And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon,
so he just gonna try to throw a little short route or something. I mean, I be doing that shit too, though.
Okay, so they gave up the completion by really.
But I ain't even had to throw a pass yet.
Left-handed. Stayed in great communication. And
I made my quarterback left-handed, I think, too.
You see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
I think I did.
Passed him off to each defender.
Who?
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nah. On yeah, you right. Nah, I think I did it. I made it. I changed.
3rd down, Darnold.
Yeah.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Yeah, I did that.
Nice gain of 21 yards.
Because remember, I was on that left-handed shit for a while because my quarterback, he was left-handed. He was a gunner, though. That motherfucker was a gunner.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Darnold. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's when he's got to be.
Bro, this dude receivers look like he throwing motherfucking
you have to think on early downs like
slow
that first down
motion.
There, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Throwing again is Darnold. And he'll be hit.
You should have known that wasn't going to work, buddy. Damn, Chubb and Mac was on him that time.
Yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
He not about to do these little crossing routes on me, bro.
They really are. They are
He's not about to work. He been watching motherfuckers though with them crossing routes.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Yeah, he a good runner though. I can't even perk though. That's all he coached. That's all he coached that run play, boy.
Darnold from the gun.
Oh my God. He said minus 4 yards.
Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game.
Why he trying to run this defense, bruh?
They start on the ground with Elliott.
Who he think he is, bruh? Why he trying to run this defense on me?
46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
I'm going to do that Rockdale torch play on his ass in a minute. He keeps doing that shit.
Seeing backs find holes, get through them. They've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Get off me, man. He can't stop Zeke. Bro, Zeke got 4 rushes for 103 yards.
42 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
What?
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So how about this for field position after the big play?
He said that shit come with 81 fries.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Ah, I threw a fucking dumbass pass, though.
Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
I threw an interception. He was wide open, too. I should have slowed down. I was rolling out.
Never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it?
Hell yeah, it looked like a slam dunk for points. The commentator is on point for that.
35 now as they come up on
should have been a slam dunk. Yeah.
Now they try the right side here. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
My boy Chewbacca, boy.
Gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
My boy
No gain on
Chewbacca.
that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
He said if he ain't playing for me, he better die. That's some real shit, huh?
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two.
He taking. Hey Vito, he taking all your plays though for real. Well, cause I used that play, that little crossing shit, that little underneath shit.
Darnold on first down, and he's got his man on the out route, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To the air again, Darnold.
And his throw's going to make that pass.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Darnold.
You crazy, boy, throwing over that middle, huh?
John Johnson with the
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Throwing across that middle, boy? You silly as hell.
Bring it back, and interception.
Another pick six.
Lions touchdown.
What's wrong with that boy?
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy,
What's
it's been a
wrong
while since
with
I've
this
seen a team
boy?
struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start
What's
the third
wrong
quarter.
with that
but
boy?
things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Hey, man, why you ain't let ATL back in the game, bro, so I can talk shit this whole game?
So they'll get another shot on offense.
Nah, I'm talking to
following
Vito,
that
man.
pick six. And now the
I don't
kick
know
is
who
away.
you is. I was about to say, I don't even know who you is, bro.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down.
I'm playing
right
a league game right now.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
I know Vito niggas be popping in and out of here, don't they, boy? I don't know, dude, either. Vito, jump in and jump out. I mean, jump out, jump in again.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back
So I
to
can
his
talk
own
shit.
18.
I
It's a
do.
loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity.
I just want to talk shit to him.
Here in his first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing
I can't
their
talk
job,
my shit,
but they're doing
damn.
more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right
Man,
there.
he a
for the
grown
loss
ass
on the
man.
tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Yeah, he don't know how to play for real.
To throw on second down is Darnold, eluding the pressure right.
Oh.
As he throws there,
He getting
incomplete.
mangled out here.
This defense has
I
been
kinda
very
feel sorry
disruptive
for him,
early
though.
on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I'm only
I love
running
how
one
you put it
defense, man.
together.
I ain't
The
even
front
came out of
and
this
back
defense,
working
bro.
in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, babe, can you give me a cigarette? Can you spray me up a cigarette, please?
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Finding his safety valve
Oh.
here. That's complete.
My
And
dude
he's able
was
to get
supposed to
up here
smack
to the
his ass.
26. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're
Thank you,
counting
baby.
on is your back to
Appreciate
use
you,
his
baby.
legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
All right, here we go.
And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught.
Oh, my God, this is so
15.
easy.
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And
Damn,
the
this a
Lions
real life
just
stat
continue
game,
to
bruh.
pour it on. And he showcased his blazing speed on
Nah,
that
I done been in one
Was he
before.
wearing
It's just been a
football
while.
cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here
It's
in this first
35
half.
nothing, bruh. In the second quarter, ain't even gone to the 2-minute warning yet.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
I just let my rookie score on him.
Oh, twisting away. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And down on the scoreboard,
you know you going for it, huh?
To avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
He knew. Yeah, of course he knew.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now, despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20.
Come on. Damn, bro. My niggas keep getting hurt, though, and shit, bro.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Damn, dislocated shoulder. He might just be out for the game, though. Damn.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Detroit!
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Forced out to his left. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game.
Really
this is 3rd and 9.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Darnold.
Oh, did you see that enter?
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
That enter was
He's picked off
nasty.
near his own 48. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Hut.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
Hey, man, my rookie, bro. I'm just going to feed my rookie the ball, man.
Line up to kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
He said he had a whole sandwich to eat in that pocket. He said, I ain't never heard skills, man.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Detroit!
On second down, Darnold. Big hold of the 30. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Detroit!
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit!
On first and 10, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
Darnold to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A dump off to Elliott. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. $15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10.
Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Falcons now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
I'm just doing
And
one-play
they found a gap
touchdowns.
there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And this is what you want to do as a pass rusher against a left-handed quarterback. You want to force him out of the pocket and to his right. And here, he can't square his body to his target, and he throws the interception.
Broke the plane, man. Nah, man, I'm up here 49-0 on this nigga.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
He said he ain't break no damn plane.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
That was a fucking
and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on the ground they go with a running back. Pushing his way through. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him,
been a pick right
that
there
big boy's
too.
going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Over!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. And they are going for it. Darnold.
Oh, that was a pick.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sidelines?
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. As his guys are in for 6.
Mr. Popo got an abdominal tear.
On cruise control.
Oh my God.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly
I'm gonna
has.
take all my starters out, man.
Throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Niggas getting injured and shit,
right
bro.
down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Bullshit, bro. Got a motherfucker. Damn, bro.
Martin, the punter, now out to
best
kick it
lineman
away.
just got injured. Abdominal tear, bro. He's gonna be out for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line. Blue line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Set. Blue line.
He's going to get it running right. And he is out of bounds here.
Oh, they
9-yard
perked.
pickup, and that is set up a little better
They
here for 3rd
perked on
and
me.
goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Flag 36. Here we go,
Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You see what he wrote? He said, I'm going to play one more season. Yeah.
Here's Lachlan
He
Edwards
said,
now. He's
most
been
of
one of
y'all
their
cool,
few
but
bright
y'all
spots so
commission that
far.
bullshit.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he
He
gets
said
this
most of
one
y'all
away.
cool. He said, but y'all commissioner on some bullshit.
They'll look to set up his blockers.
Nah, ATL.
So a change of possession here on the punt. So out now come the Lions. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you know, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping
You
that
might
the
be
offense
talking about
helps them
Vito,
preserve
though.
that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe
See, I told you
they're
he
just
talking
looking
about
at it
Vito.
from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he was
Falcons get
open,
there.
too.
The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away.
Vito, how many points did you score on dude?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. they're
Yeah,
gonna
he
try
said
and keep
Vito
hope
gave dude a
alive here
CPU
on
loss.
4th down. They're going for it.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be
Damn, he gave him a
incomplete.
CPU loss.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And
He
the
ain't gave him a
Lions will get the
CPU loss,
football
though.
back in terrific field position.
He gave him a CPU loss.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Damn, that boy took a hard loss right there, man.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Lions, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss might knock them out of play.